Hey guys, and welcome back to my account. It's been a while. It's been about 3 weeks now, I think. I'm sorry for that. I didn't mean for it to be so long. I haven't really had the energy or the time to really sit down and record a video. But if you can tell, I'm in yet again another location. I'm currently in Arkansas visiting my boyfriend, and he's at work right now, so I sat down. I have a cat. I sat down on the couch, I started crocheting a little bit, and I was like, you know what? It's quiet, there's no one to bother me or interrupt, so why not film a video? So yeah. If you read the title of this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about my top 5 favorite sites to find free and paid patterns. I've also included another one, so I guess this is 6. Yeah, I wrote a blog post on this about 2 months ago. I think I posted it in January. I'll link that below, and my website, blog, everything, and on my socials and everything. So yeah. The first site I want to talk about is Pinterest. I'm pretty sure everyone knows about Pinterest. It was probably the first craft site that I was introduced to or that I found on my own. Pinterest is really cool. It has free and paid patterns because it allows you to link posts to either your own site or like to your Etsy shop, things like that. If you don't have a Pinterest account, I highly recommend. It's the first place I go whenever I'm looking for a new pattern, especially free. There are probably hundreds of thousands of free crochet patterns all over Pinterest. And you can find the paid ones that can be a little better, and it's a really cool site. It's very easy to use. I have a bunch of like free pattern boards, or I have a amigurumi board and a crochet board. And you can, other than like patterns and things, you can find educational posts like how to make granny squares, how to do corner to corner crochet, things like that. And I will link Pinterest, and I'll link my Pinterest below so you guys can go check it out. I have a few free patterns that I posted myself that you can check out. So yes, Pinterest is a very good site. And like I said, if you don't have an account, I recommend you get one. Next, we'll be talking about Ravelry. I don't know how well known this website is in the crochet community. I think I found this through Pinterest because I clicked on a post and it took me to a Ravelry page that someone put a pattern up. So Ravelry is a site you can put up your free or paid patterns. It's a little bit like Pinterest. You can link it to your own site. I know that all of my Ravelry posts link back to my blog, which have all my free patterns on it. And it's an easy to use platform. I really enjoy it, and it's very easy to just find what you're looking for. Like I said, they do have free and paid patterns. It's a really cool site. The whole process of like uploading posts and everything is very easy. And I think that when you are looking at the pattern you want, it goes into a lot of detail about what you need before you actually look at the pattern. So for the paid patterns, it tells you all the materials you need, it tells you a description, it shows you pictures, it tells you how much of the yarn you need and what kind, what crochet hook, it tells you everything. So I really come to respect Ravelry, especially now as a small business crocheter. So yeah. Next up is Etsy. I'm pretty sure everyone knows about Etsy. Etsy is a platform that has all paid patterns. It's a site that you can only sell things on. It doesn't give away free patterns. And I've seen people do the thing on Etsy where they have it as a free pattern on their site, and then they sell the like PDF version for like 40 cents or something. So you can find a lot of cool and unique patterns there. You can either find some that are really cheap, like 40 cents. I've even seen some for 20 cents. And then there's a few others that are more like $5 or but I can find all of my favorite crochet designers on Etsy. They have a lot of really cool patterns. I have no problem putting in $5 for a really nice pattern, especially if I know I'm going to do it and I'm going to enjoy it. I think the most I've ever spent on a pattern was Apollo the Octopus from Projectarian on Etsy. So, and I'm actually currently working on that, and I'm, after like 2 years of buying the pattern, I actually started working on it. So, yes, I like Etsy. It's very easy to use. And even putting up your own patterns is a very easy process. It goes all through it, and I think I might even try doing a blog post on how to create like pins on Pinterest or pages on Ravelry and Etsy, just things like that, to try and help you guys out. I'm trying to make my blog a really beginner friendly learn to crochet site, but I also have some free patterns on there and other things for more advanced crocheters. So if you're at all interested, go check it out. It's at crittercrochet.com, and I'll link it below and everything. Okay, enough of me plugging in my own site. We're moving on to number 4, called Yarnspiration. I don't know how well known Yarnspiration is. I found this just like Googling patterns on Google, and Yarnspiration came up. I believe they're all free patterns. It's a site where you can buy kits to match patterns, and I think that's why all the patterns are free. So if you find a pattern you really like, but you don't want to go through the hassle of like trying to find all the yarn and things at a store, you can just purchase a yarn kit right off the site. Sometimes they're available, sometimes they're not. It just depends how liked the pattern is, how many people have bought it. I have actually bought a yarn kit from Yarnspiration to make my aunt a poncho, and it was like $100 for the whole kit, but it came with like 6 balls of each color, and it was like 5 colors, and I didn't think it was too bad. But yes, if you want to look for just like the free patterns, they have a bunch for all the different yarn brands. They, on their site, they search the patterns by, or they sort them by yarn brands and things like that. So if you want to work with Bernat yarn, you can, she wants love. If you want to work with Bernat yarn, they have patterns specifically for that. Or if you want to do Karen cakes, they have patterns specifically for that. That's one of the reasons I really like that site, other than all their patterns are free. So yeah, moving on to number 5, Lovecrafts. I actually just discovered this site at the beginning of the year. I believe this site is another one that has free and paid patterns, and it's actually linked up with Ravelry. So if you would like to start a shop on Lovecrafts, you just have to hook up your Ravelry account, and it can transfer all of your patterns over, which I thought was really cool. I haven't experienced much with Lovecrafts, but I have done a few of their free patterns, and it's a unique site. It reminds me of Yarnspirations in a little way, because I think they also do yarn kits. But it's not, Yarnspiration is like corporation run, as where Lovecrafts is like Ravelry, where creators can put up their own patterns and things like that. So Lovecrafts is also a nice site, and yeah, like I said, I haven't really experienced too much with it, but what I did see, it was a nice site to use, and the free patterns that I did were cool, and yeah. So I've included a bonus site that I did not know about when I wrote the blog post that I put up in January. This site is called Ribbler, Ribbler. Now, it's more of a newer craft site as far as I can tell, because when you just search it on Google, this like bike shop company comes up. But if you search Ribbler craft store or like craft site, then it comes up. I highly recommend check out Ribbler. It's a really cool site. The main thing that I really like about it is when you go into a pattern, you can click off the rows that you've done. And if you don't want to do that as you go, it has like header. It's kind of like if you're working on a bunny or something, it'll say like head, and if you just like click on the head part, it will then cross off everything that you've done. And as you do that, it tells you how complete of the project you are, which I've never seen that before, but it was really helpful working on the project that I was working on. And from what I can see, they have free and paid patterns, and they have patterns from creators, and then I think they also have patterns from like the company or the corporation behind it. And yeah, Ribbler, I think it's going to be a really big craft site. So I highly recommend you guys go check it out. It's really cool. It's unique. It's something different that I've never really seen before with these. Because with like Ravelry and Etsy, they're just PDFs, but with Ribbler, the patterns are directly on the site and you can work it on the site. So I thought that was cool. So yes, those are my top 6 places to go for free and paid patterns. These are probably the main ones that a lot of people know. I think there's 2 on here that people don't really know, but they're the ones that I go to time and time again because they're easy, they're helpful, and I always find a pattern when I go to them. And I'll be linking all of these below. I'll link my blog below and my socials and everything. I do have an Etsy shop. And yeah, I'm sorry this video took so long to get out to you guys. I really I hit a wall, but I'm coming back. Oh, and in my last video, if you saw it, it was the pattern review of this really beautiful amigurumi humpback whale. I decided to show you guys what projects I was working on. So I actually just started this today. It's a corner to corner, and I'm going to make it a blanket. I've done one of these before, and my boyfriend loved this so much that he went out and he got me more of those giant carrot cake anniversary cakes, sorry. So I'm going to make him one with these. And I guess it's going to be a Franken blanket because he bought me this one and then he bought me like 2 other different color ones. So I'll let you guys know how it turns out. The last corner to corner I did like this it literally took me 3 days, which I was impressed with myself. It was a big blanket too. I think I have pictures of it on my Instagram. And so yeah, I'll let you guys know how it comes out. And I hope to post videos more regularly. I will be back. I'm not leaving forever. So good luck with whatever you guys are working on. I hope this video gave you some ideas of maybe where to find your next project. And yeah, happy crafting and goodbye until next time. Bye guys.